Tuesday night at Fenway Park. A baseball game between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets turned into a fiery spectacle, as both Red Sox starting pitcher Walker Buehler and manager Alex Cora were ejected in dramatic fashion. What started with a questionable strike call quickly escalated into a full-blown confrontation, leaving both the team and the fans stunned. The incident occurred in the third inning, with the Red Sox and Mets locked in a tight game. Walker Buehler was on the mound, facing Mets star Juan Soto. Buehler delivered a pitch that, to many observers, looked like a clear strike. However, home plate umpire Mike Estabrook called it a ball. That's when things went south fast. Buehler immediately reacted to the call, and according to multiple reports and video evidence, he could be seen mouthing a very clear F*** you at Estabrook. There was no ambiguity in his displeasure. Umpire Estabrook, unsurprisingly, did not take kindly to this. He wasted no time in ejecting Buehler from the game, with his starting pitcher now tossed. Red Sox manager Alex Cora came out to argue. He engaged in a heated discussion with Estabrook, attempting to defend his player and perhaps get some clarity on the situation. However, the conversation didn't de-escalate. After a brief back and forth, Estabrook ejected Cora as well. In a span of just a few moments, the Red Sox lost their starting pitcher and their manager, both tossed from the game for arguing a ball strike call. It was a stunning turn of events, leaving the Red Sox in a difficult situation early in the game. This was the 18th ejection of Alex Cora's managerial career, a testament to his passionate style and willingness to defend his players. For Walker Buehler, it was his second career ejection, and both of those have come against the New York Mets. Adding an interesting footnote to the situation, it was also Buehler's comeback start after a stint on the injured list due to a right shoulder injury, making the ejection even more frustrating for him and the team. The pitch in question, the second one thrown to Juan Soto in that at-bat, was indeed questionable. Replays and even the broadcast commentary seemed to indicate that it should have been called a strike. This only fueled the frustration of Buehler and Cora, who felt they were wronged by the call. With Buehler ejected, reliever Brennan Bernardino was brought in to finish the inning. He ended up walking Soto, further highlighting the impact of the missed call and the subsequent ejection. After the game, Alex Cora spoke about the incident, stating, "It was weird, they were going back and forth. I don't know what the exchange was, but I've been at this for a few years, and I was just begging, just give me a break. I'll go out and you can throw me out, and we can keep the pitcher in the game. But I guess he had enough. I don't know why." Cora's explanation suggests he was trying to take the ejection himself to allow Buehler to stay in the game. But the umpire was not having it. Despite losing their starter and manager, the Red Sox ultimately won the game 2-0, with 6 relievers stepping up to limit the Mets to just 4 hits. The bullpen's performance was crucial in securing the victory after the early chaos. The ejection of Walker Buehler and Alex Cora will undoubtedly be a talking point for days to come. Was the umpire justified in ejecting both of them? Was the missed call a turning point in the game? How will this incident affect the Red Sox moving forward? One thing is certain. It was a dramatic and unforgettable moment in what is already a heated rivalry between the Red Sox and the Mets. Red Sox starter Walker Buehler, manager Alex Cora ejected after erupting at Umpire. Boston, MA. Tuesday night at Fenway Park saw an early exit for both Boston Red Sox pitcher Walker Buehler and manager Alex Cora, as they were ejected after erupting at home plate umpire Mike Estabrook over a controversial call. Despite the double ejection, the Red Sox bullpen rallied to secure a 2-0 victory over the New York Mets. The fiery incident unfolded in the third inning. Buehler, making his first start back from the injured list due to a right shoulder injury, threw a pitch to Juan Soto that appeared to be a clear strike. However, Estabrook called it a ball. Buehler immediately lost his composure, visibly mouthing expletives at Estabrook, who swiftly ejected him from the game. Manager Alex Cora quickly emerged from the dugout to confront Estabrook, and after a heated exchange, he too was tossed. This marked the 18th career ejection for Cora and the second for Buehler, both of which have ironically come against the Mets. Pitch controversy and bullpen heroics. While the pitch in question was widely regarded by observers as a strike, Crew chief Les Diaz later clarified the reason for Buehler's ejection. He stepped off the mound towards Estabrook to argue a call, which is an immediate ejection offense. This explanation, however, has been met with skepticism from some who argue Estabrook himself escalated the confrontation. After Brennan Bernardino took over for Buehler, he proceeded to walk Soto, loading the bases. However, the Red Sox bullpen then delivered a spectacular performance. 6 relievers combined to limit the Mets to just 4 hits, completing the shutout and preserving the 2-0 victory. Manager Alex Cora, who had missed Monday's game to attend his daughter's graduation, commented on the exchange with Estabrook, stating he was begging, "Just give me a break. I'll go out and you can throw me out. And we can keep the pitcher in the game." Despite the early drama and the loss of both their starting pitcher and manager, the Red Sox, who entered Tuesday's contest with a 24-25 record, secured a crucial win, demonstrating resilience from their bullpen in a truly eventful night at Fenway. Back from ill, Buehler ejected in third inning as Red Sox win. Boston, MA, in a highly unusual turn of events at Fenway Park on Tuesday night. Boston Red Sox right-hander Walker Buehler was ejected in the third inning of his start against the New York Mets, just hours after being activated from the 15-day injured list. Manager Alex Cora quickly followed him to the clubhouse, also ejected for arguing. However, the Red Sox bullpen rose to the occasion, delivering a stellar performance to secure a 2-0 victory. Buehler, who had been sidelined since late April with right shoulder bursitis, was making his much-anticipated return to the mound. The dramatic incident unfolded in the third inning after a ball called to Juan Soto, following a stolen base by Francisco Lindor. Buehler aggressively approached home plate umpire Mike Estabrook, yelling and pointing. Buehler was swiftly tossed, and moments later, manager Alex Cora, who was managing the game from the dugout after missing Monday's opener for his daughter's graduation, was also ejected. Heated exchange and bullpen heroics. Crew chief Les Diaz later clarified that Buehler was ejected for leaving the mound to argue balls and strikes, a violation that triggers an immediate ejection. Cora, in his post-game comments, expressed surprise at Buehler's quick hook, stating he was begging, "Just give me a break. I'll go out and you can throw me out. And we can keep the pitcher in the game." Despite the double ejection, the Red Sox bullpen performed heroically. Brennan Bernardino took over for Buehler and, along with 5 other relievers, combined to complete a shutout. Catcher Carlos Narvaez praised the team's resilience, saying, "Everybody saw what happened. That's baseball. We just had to stick to the plan." Buehler himself expressed regret for putting his team in a tough spot, saying, "Putting our team in a position like that is the only thing I really regret about that situation." Before his exit, Buehler had allowed no runs and no hits through 2.1 innings. Buehler, a 30-year-old veteran who signed with Boston this offseason after his long tenure with the Los Angeles Dodgers and 2 Tommy John surgeries, had been pitching well prior to his injury, holding a 4-1 record with a 4.28 ERA in his first 6 starts. In the end, the Red Sox secured their second consecutive win under bench coach Ramon Vazquez's temporary tutelage, thanks to a remarkable collective effort from their bullpen.